Well, I'm going to talk a little bit about the goddess Bastet, who I'm sure you're very familiar with in terms of the feline cat goddesses that we all know and love so well. But this full moon, with the fire energy and the Leo energy, it's like it felt like Bastet wanted to come and make her acquaintance with us this evening through that telescope of the full moon. And I don't know if anyone's actually been able to walk outside or look at it tonight, but I took a little walk a few minutes before we got on the call. And the moon technically isn't full until tomorrow evening, but it's just blazing and beaming and just scintillating out there right now. So if anyone does get a chance to take a peep, either while we're doing, before the meditation or after, it really helps to energize you. And so if that's something that people listening can do, by all means, take a quick look out the window or out your door or something before we start. But Bastet is the Egyptian goddess who is the benign side of the felines. We have Sekhmet, who's the lion goddess, who's kind of fierce in her sense of protection, and then we have Bastet, who's much more like a mama kitty. And what she does is she nurtures and protects, and she gives the sense of familiarity to her children. She's kind of like the loving, good mommy. And she's also very feminine, like Hathor. So she's kind of a cross between Sekhmet and Hathor. And she rules fertility, sacred sensuality, music, and dance. And Bastet in ancient Egypt, we see her in many of the temples that are dedicated to Hathor, who's the goddess of love and femininity and beauty. And so Bastet has this kind of feminine aspect to her, as well as the nurturing aspect. And in ancient Egypt, every household had a small statue of Bastet because she was there to protect mothers and children, especially women in childbirth. And we all know that in ancient Egypt, cats were very, very revered. Every temple had its sacred temple cats. And so the idea of the felines being connected to the goddess and connected to royalty as well stretches far back into Egyptian history and Egyptian mythology. So she comes with a rich heritage, Bastet, and she also comes with this feeling of gracefulness, playfulness, love, and nurturance, which we all need so much in our lives today. Whether we're men or women, no matter what age we are, we can never get enough of that. Well, and that's the idea. It's like, especially if, because there's, most people, even people in relationships, you can be in a relationship, but you still really have yourself, and the primary relationship is always with yourself. So what a nice thing to do for yourself is to give your inner child a Valentine, and to just give your own self this expression of love. And it's like, well, that sometimes I tell people, oh yeah, just give yourself a big hug, give yourself a big pat on the back. So this is kind of giving yourself a big psychic hug, and a beautiful, nice way to kind of drift off into that, whatever people do for the rest of the night, and just kind of know that you are nurtured and loved, and that whatever is out there, creating chaos in the world, it's going to stay out there. Somehow that doesn't ever get, the noise doesn't ever get lower. But how you take care of yourself and how you nurture your mind and your body and your spirit, that's where you can really make a difference. And, sound is very important. The sounds that we allow into our life is very, very important. Part of this meditation is about bringing us into an inner balance and an inner harmony of sound. It's like almost the more discordant and the more unharmonic things get in the outer world, the more important it is to have your own inner tone and your own inner balance. If sometimes if you don't know what that is, sometimes to have it revealed to you or to have it awakened inside you. So that's all something that people who work with sound healing and sound energy, all of that is out there right now, and it's all really good stuff, and I totally advocate that. But this is just sort of a gentle experience to bring you into that feeling, the love tone, as I call it. Okay. Well, then what I'd like to do is have everyone who's listening, and Kim and Tracy, get nice and relaxed. Whether you're lying down or sitting down, it doesn't really matter. But as long as you feel that you're comfortable, that's the most important thing. And I just want you to take a few deep breaths. It's like kind of, we've all had busy days. We've all been out there, out and about doing things. Just kind of feel the energy now, where you're just sitting relaxed. Nothing's really going on. If you have to put your cell phone kind of away from you so that it's not really, right there in your face, just kind of breathe and tune in, because tonight is getting us ready. It's setting the stage for the tomorrow's event of the full moon. And so as you breathe, just relax, release all the cares of the day. And know that your guides, your guardian angels, however you feel the highest aspects of your soul self, are around you. And they've kind of been floating around the whole while we've been talking, but right now they're present, and they're here to give you this space. It's as if you've earned it, and now they want you to own it, feel it, inhabit it. And by your breath, by breathing deeply, you're owning your own space, and you're owning your own body, which is your temple. It's your beautiful temple. I'd like you to visualize that full moon that we were talking about. Beautiful, bright, full orb of crystalline white light. And as it's shining up there in the heavens, it's also shining down on you. And as you feel that light, magnetize it to you and pull it down through your crown chakra. Feel it as this shimmering liquid light entering your crown chakra and just bathing that part of your crown. And then feel it move, white, shimmering liquid light, to your third eye. Bathing your third eye and opening you. Opening your inner vision and opening you to clarity. A clarity that feels heightened and relaxed at the same time. Now I'd like you to move that energy down through your throat. Just feel it resonating there, moving, a liquid swirl of crystal light. And now it moves through to your heart center. And I'd like you to breathe it. Just breathe it into your heart. And feel this light grow and expand and grow and expand until it fills you, fills your lungs, fills your entire abdominal cavity with this light. Just moving it, feeling it, relaxing with it. Now feel this light move down from your abdomen through your lower chakras and finally down to your feet and toes. What this liquid light is doing is connecting you to the telluric energy of the planet. This earth energy keeps you grounded and safe. It keeps you connected to the Mother Earth. And so what you've done is you've created this beautiful, wondrous light circuit, which goes from the lunar orb through you and breathed in through your heart and connected you and grounded you to the Mother Earth. One complete circuit, heaven to earth, through you as this heartfelt light beam of energy. Now, I'd like you to imagine yourself standing in front of a great temple in Egypt. You can see the temple rising from the sand with beautiful columns, painted many bright colors, and over the doorway is the winged sun disk. This is the great temple of Dendera in Egypt, the temple that's dedicated to Hathor, the great mother goddess. As you stand there, you look down at your feet and you see a beautiful, sleek, black cat with gorgeous green eyes looking up at you. She's beautiful, and she really, really knows who you are. In fact, she can almost telepathically communicate with you. She's wearing a jeweled collar made of gold and emeralds. And again, she's the most beautiful cat. For this is the goddess Bastet in her feline form. And she is here to escort you into her sanctuary at Dendera Temple. As you follow her into the temple, you smell the sweet fragrance of jasmine, frankincense, and neroli, awakening your senses and your inner vision. You realize that you have been to this temple before. You have seen it in meditations. You have been to it in dream time. It is welcoming you home once again. As you follow Bastet deeper into the temple, you hear the sounds of the sistrum in the background. And this rhythmic sound helps to relax you. You feel at peace in this temple. Everything around you is in harmony and balance. The colors, the fragrances, the sounds. You follow Bastet into the innermost sanctuary. As your eyes adjust to the moonlight glowing inside, you realize that you are no longer seeing Bastet in her cat form, but as a beautiful woman standing before you. She is dressed like an Egyptian high priestess, but she is still wearing the gold and emerald necklace. Her dress looks like it is spun from moonbeams, and she has long dark hair and beautiful light green eyes. She bows her head to welcome you, and she begins to shake her sistrum. As she shakes the rattle, she sings softly to you, and you recognize the tune. Bastet tells you that this is your heart song, and this is why it sounds so familiar to you. You have been hearing this song inside your own heart since you were a child. She wants you to feel the tones inside your body. The notes of her song fill the cells of your body with lightness, and your heart feels happy within you. The sounds carry you back to a time in your life when you felt safe, loved, and protected. If you cannot recall these memories consciously, her song will take you to a time and a place where you can feel nurtured and loved. You feel so alive and vibrant in this moment. You feel joy and excitement, like a small child on a big adventure. It is amazing what a powerful healing tool sound can be. As you listen to your heart song, you feel at one with all of creation. There is no separation. You are surrounded by love and beauty. Let the love pour through you as a great fountain of light. Bastet tells you your song is now part of your cellular memory. It can never be taken away or lost. Just follow the sounds in your heart. It's time now to return slowly back to this space and time. And you look down at your feet once again. Bastet has left you a gift. A beautiful gift to remember her by. The sacred blue lotus. This is your heart's gift from the goddess. Blessings to you on this day of love.